Hello and welcome back to my yoga classes. So this class will be 45 minutes and with a focus on our hips. So lots of hip openers, twisting, stretching, just generally mobilizing our hips and getting them moving. So have your yoga strap, yoga blocks if you know you need them handy, and come to your mat, lie down, relax, enjoy yourself. If you like the class, give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. And most of all, enjoy. Thank you.
So have everything you might need nearby and keep your knees bent and just bring yourself down on your mat. Have your feet quite wide. Let the knees drop in towards each other and then push into your feet, lift your bottom and then slowly place it down in a nice relaxed way. Tuck your shoulder blades in and down underneath you, turn the palms up. Close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Relax your shoulders on every exhale. Filling your lungs as you inhale, maybe holding your breath for a pause, and then releasing everything down. Deep breath in. Fill lungs and belly. And release belly, release chest, relax shoulders as you exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Relax it down. On your next inhale, lifting your arms up, fingertips to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, T-shaping them out to the side. Separate your knees, keeping your feet as wide as the mat. Lower the legs all the way to the left. Hold here for a moment, turn your head to the right. And then let go around your hips, thighs, and knees. Just let the legs sink down. Drawing your belly button up and in, bring legs to center. And slowly lower them all the way to the other side. And again, let go of any tension, anything around your hips, your legs, your knees. Holding here. And then drawing that belly button up and in, coming upright. Now keep the knees mat width and just start to lower your right thigh, pushing the bone, the thigh bone down towards the ground inside the left leg. And then lift that right knee and thigh back up. Left knee and thigh pushing down. Really stretching out. You'll feel it going along up your hip here, maybe into your waist, and coming upright. And then just moving slowly, one leg at a time. You can pause and then lifting and opposite leg. And just moving slowly, mindfully, pushing the knee and thigh bone down and the other side. And then coming up to center, heel toe your feet together. Now push into your feet, lift your bottom, slide it to the left, probably about 5 or 10 centimeters, and then lower the knees all the way to the right. You can stay here or you can bring your right hand on top of your left thigh. Head turns to the left and then just relaxing down. This should feel really nice on your lower back and left hip and into the thigh. And then releasing the hand if you've got it on the thigh. Turn your head to center, bring your knees back up, and then push into the feet. Lift your bottom first to the center, and then moving it all the way to the right. Knees come to the left, and head turns to the right. Stacking knees and feet on top of each other, and then maybe left hand on the thigh if you want to deepen the twist. And just hold here. Breathe here. And then releasing that left hand, bring the knees to center, push into your feet, bring your bottom and your feet back, aligning yourself on your mat. Lift head and shoulders and just check that you are nice and straight. Hi, Anne, nice to see you. And then release the head down. Turn the palms upwards with your arms just a little way out from your hips. And then push into your feet, draw belly button in as you imprint your lower back, just lifting your butt cheeks slightly, hold, and then lowering the butt cheeks, rock the pelvis forward. Inhale, flat back, lift your butt cheeks. It's a tiny pelvic tilt. And then rolling forwards, lower back arches as you rock pelvis forward. Inhale, flat back, just the tiniest lift. And then releasing it, rocking forwards and release it down. Now walk your heels in so you can tickle your heels with your fingertips. Imprint lower back and then start to lift your buttocks. Rolling up your spine onto the backs of your shoulders. Hold here. Squeeze those butt cheeks, hold here. Now turn the palms up so you're not tempted to use your hands and slowly start to lift your right foot, point the toe, only about knee height, and then bring the right foot down, reset the hips. Left leg lifts, point the toe, hold, bringing it back down. We're going to do it twice more on each side. So right leg, point the toe, bring the foot down, reset hips. Left leg lifts, point long, foot comes down, reset hips. Right leg, point the toe, and coming down. Left leg, point long, bring the foot down, and then roll down one vertebra at a time onto the mat, and then rock pelvis forward, and then release to your neutral spine. Bring one knee into the chest, bring the other knee in. Have your hands on your knees, and then just pull your knees out nice and wide. Push them long away from you, back together and into the chest. Big circles over your hips. Really thinking about our hips today here. And the next time your knees are together, pause and change direction. Slow, big circles. It should feel really nice. Lower back getting a little massage here. And then pause. Flex the feet, reach between your feet for your big toes. Grab those big toes with middle index finger and thumb, and then feet to the ceiling, taking your happy baby. And a gentle rock from side to side here, easing things out. And then release. Release your right foot to the mat, grab your strap and pop it around the ball of your left foot. And then extending that leg nice and long, getting it as straight as you can. Push the heel up and pull the toes down towards you. Holding here. Both shoulders firmly on the mat. Getting that leg a bit straighter and maybe pulling on the straps, bringing it up with your foot over your face a bit more. Just hold it here. You can close your eyes. Relax the tops of the shoulders. And then both straps into the left hand to right hip as left leg lowers all the way out. Lovely hip stretch here. Taking deep breath in, and every exhale, maybe the leg comes lower, but don't let that right hip pop up. Holding here. And then slowly bring the leg up. Straps go in the right hand. Keep the right knee bent And all I want you to do is bring the left leg across your body as far as it will go over that right leg. And you should be feeling a stretch down the outer left thigh, maybe into the butt cheek, holding here. And then slowly bringing it up, release the foot from the strap and pop the right foot into the strap. Working first on straightening the leg, pushing that heel up, pulling the toes down, tops of the shoulders, backs of the shoulders firmly on the mat. Straighten your leg as much as you can, and then just holding here. And then both straps in right hand to left hip, lowering that right leg out. Don't let that left hip pop up. Opening the hip on the right side, stretching out the inner thigh. And then slowly bring the right leg up, straps into left hand, and it comes over the left bent leg. And you should feel that lovely stretch all down the outer thigh and into the right glutes and maybe the hip. Holding here. And then slowly bring the leg up. Release the strap to the side, bring the knees in, wrap your arm behind your thighs, and take a little rock from side to side, massaging your back here. And then holding behind the thighs, rocking and rolling up and down your spine a few times, and coming up to your comfortable cross-legged seat. So if you are able to bring your knees down as far as they will come, hands on the knees, and then lengthen the spine. Draw the tops of the shoulders down. Give your head a waggle, lengthening your neck. Draw Uddiyana Bandha up and in, holding here. Close your eyes for just a moment as you take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, turning your head, looking over one shoulder. Inhale to center and over the other shoulder. Inhale to center and look up. And exhale, chin to chest, looking down. And your next inhale, as you lift the head, bringing the arms out wide, lifting the arms, interlace fingers, push the palms away. Bringing biceps close to the ears, really straightening those arms, lifting the hands, but tops of the shoulders pulling down. And then slowly bring the hands forward to shoulder height. Drop chin to chest. C-shape your lower back for a seated cat. Inhale, lifting hands, looking up maybe. And exhale back to your seated cat. Inhale, lift, look up. And exhale, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, lift and pause. Hold here. And then releasing your arms, bringing them to shoulder height. Turning to the right, bring the back of the left hand outside right knee. Right hand behind you as you come to your twist. Hold your twist. And release, bringing the arms out to shoulder height. Then back of right hand outside left knee. Left hand behind you as you twist to look over your left shoulder. Keep the length in your spine. Pull that belly button up and in, turning your head a fraction more. And then releasing it to center. Bring your hands in front of you. Roll over your knees if you can, and come to all fours. And then walk your hands back to your knees and come to a little toe stand. So on your toes, knees together, either on fingertips for balance or hands on knees or hands at heart center. Just pause here for a moment, because in a moment we're going to shoot up to standing, or you can use your hands and come up with your hands on the floor if that helps you. In 3, take a deep breath in 2, and in 1, shooting up, lifting up, arms reach up and circling out, bringing your arms to your side. Inhaling, arms forward and up, and circling them out wide. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And as you bring your arms out and back, squeeze those shoulder blades together and then pause. Change direction. Arms back and up and coming forwards, palms facing down. Inhale and exhale. In and exhale, bringing your arms down to your side. Now bring your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze them up and let them drop. Inhale, squeeze up, let them drop. One more time, squeeze, let them drop. And just turning your head, look over one shoulder, coming back to the center, over the other shoulder, and back to center. And then just bring your feet just a little bit wider than hip width. Arms are just by your side. Slowly bring your arms forward just to shoulder height. Interlace fingers, push palms away. Traveling arms up, biceps to your ears. Now, if like me, your shoulders have lifted, pull the shoulders down, pull the belly button up and in. Getting those arms as straight as you can. Hold here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, taking a little fold one way. Inhale to center and exhale the other way. Inhale, lift, back to the first side. Lifting up and fold. Inhale, lift, bringing the arms out down to your sides and then bringing them behind you. Interlace fingers, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lengthen the arms, micro bend your knees, and then hinging forwards from the hips, coming forwards, arms coming up and over, gazing back between your legs. Hold here. Can you straighten your arms a bit more? Can you straighten your knees a bit more? Can you nod your head, shake your head, and then pushing into your feet, chin to chest, as you slowly roll up, releasing hands out and up, and then releasing hands down to heart center. Beautiful. So we're going to start our flow, Surya Namaskar A. So coming to the top of your mat, big toes touch, heels apart. Little pelvic tilt here, protecting your lower back. Squeeze the kneecaps up as arms reach out and up. Look up. Turning the palms outwards and slowly, slowly swan dive, hands either side of feet. Halfway lift as you inhale. And exhale, fold, step that right foot back. Pause in your lunge, look in front of you. And then hands to the mat, step back and take your plank. Knees to the mat, chest and chin to the mat. Slide to your baby cobra, point your toes. Push to your knees, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high. Look at your hands. Are they shoulder width? Spread fingers wider. Push your chest to your thighs. Lift that right leg up, but lower that left heel. And then looking towards your foot, step or move that foot between your hands, coming to fingertips in your lunge, looking straight ahead. Hold here. And then stepping left foot forward, big toes touch, heels apart in your fold. Inhale, reversing that swan dive. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, swan dive, folding from the hips. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, the right foot back. Take your plank. Knees, chest and chin. Slide your cobra. Push to your knees, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up high. Push your chest to the right thigh. Lower your right heel. Lift that left leg up. And then looking forward, step or sweep it between your hands. Right foot joining it in your deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And exhale, heart center. Inhaling out and up. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, step or jump back to your plank, whole plank. Now, weight stays on the left foot, lift that right leg, three-legged plank, hold here. Lift that foot up a bit higher, getting it up as high as you can without bending the leg, and lower the right foot. Left leg lifts, keep your hips low, holding here, and release. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower. Cobra or up dog. Meeting in downward facing dog. Give your legs a pedal. And then bend your knees, push your belly to your thighs. Look at your hands and we're going to jump forward into a squat pose. So take a deep breath in as you look forward. And as you exhale, jumping to your first squat of the day. Push those knees nice and wide. Feel your hips opening here. Hold here. Sinking your bottom down. Nice. And then hands to the mat, take a deep breath in and we're going to jump back to plank. So lifting up on the heels, take a deep breath in and jumping back to plank. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga as you lower. Cobra or up dog. And then drop your knees as wide as your mat. Bring your big toes together, hips to heels and lower your forehead and arms to the mat. Take a breather, rest your wrists and arms and shoulders. And then reach your arms long, lift elbows, look at your hands, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Right foot stays down, left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Sweep it between your hands and coming up in your warrior two. So nice long stride, shoulders over hips, hands on hips. Check your left toes are facing forwards and then release your arms to shoulder height. Move that right foot back a tiny bit, perhaps. Make sure the heel is further back than your toes, and then sink low. Now, look at your back leg, your right leg. Can you straighten it by squeezing the kneecap and the front of the thigh? You will feel it in the hip, but trying to get that leg as straight as you can, and then bending that left knee a fraction more, looking for that 90-degree bend. Reach your arms longer, spread your fingers wider, sink lower. Oh, I'm definitely feeling this in my right hip. Holding here. And then flip that left hand, reverse your warrior. Do not change the angle of that front knee as you reach up and over. See if you can stretch a bit further this time, maybe. And coming back to our warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Lifting, shifting forwards, coming to our Trikonasana. 6 o'clock arms here. Now draw the right hip back and the right shoulder back. Imagine that wall behind you as you look up to your right hand. If you want to grab your block and put your hand on your block, if that's more comfortable, feel free. Holding here, breathing here. And then micro bend the front knee, coming up back to your warrior two. Hold warrior two, check your back arms at the same height as your front arm. Reach the arms longer. And then release hands to hips. Pivoting on your feet, so bring your left toes in, keep the nice long stride. Right toes facing forward on the other side. Realign shoulders over hips and arms reaching out. And then bending into your deep warrior two. So again, think about extending your left leg. Squeeze the kneecap and the front of the thigh. You will feel it in your left hip. So really straightening that leg. Push into the outer edge of that left foot as well, not just the inner edge. Make sure the foot's really on the mat. And turn your head and look towards your right middle finger, holding here. Reach the arms longer, but pull the tops of the shoulders down. And then turn your right hand palm up. Reverse your warrior and see if you can come a bit further back than normal. See if you can just get that bit further into the bend. And then coming back to your warrior two, straighten your right knee. Leaning forwards, tilting, and then pivoting your arms to your triangle. And try and draw the left shoulder and the left hip back. Reach that left arm up higher and maybe looking up towards that hand. See how it feels. Like you're pressing your back and your hips against that invisible wall. Holding here. Micro bend your right knee, coming up via warrior two, hands to hips, and bringing your feet forward. So the inner edges of your feet are parallel. And make sure you're not just leaning on the inner edges of your feet. Make sure you're using the outer edges so the whole foot is holding you really, really stable. Hands on hips. And I want you to kind of have your fingers on the knobbly hip bones here. So you can feel where you're folding from. Pull belly button up and in. Just squeeze your elbows back a little bit behind you. Keep that belly engaged. Feel your fold coming from the hips as you come to your flat back. And pause. Lengthen the back of the neck. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Holding here. You'll be feeling this in the back of your thighs, probably. Hold. And then slowly with control, bringing it up. Bring your arms behind you, interlace fingers, squeeze shoulders together. And coming forwards, first of all, to a flat back. Arms coming up. Hold. Bring your hands higher. And then coming all the way down, arms coming up and over behind you. Looking back between your legs, holding here. And then release your hands down to the mat under your face. Walk your hands all the way over to your left foot. Take hold of the left foot. Right hand stays on the left foot. Left arm lifts up as you twist up. Hold and release it down. Left hand takes foot. Right arm lifting up. And release right hand to left foot. Walking hands to the other side. Left hand stays down, right arm reaching up, looking up. And right hand comes down, left arm reaching up, looking up. And coming down, walking your hands back to center. Turn your hands so your fingers are facing back between your legs. Put some weight on your hands and see if you can bring your feet a tiny bit wider. Not so you're going to unbalance, but so that you can just bring yourself lower down. And then start walking your hands back until maybe the top of your head comes onto the mat. If not yet, then it will one day. Holding here. Keep working your fingers further back to try and bring your head even lower down to the mat. You'll be feeling it on the back of your thighs, the inner thighs, maybe into the hips, but just hold here, breathe here. And then lifting your head, bring your hands underneath your face. Now, put your weight into your hands and just shift your heels in, toes are still out. And then you're going to slowly roll up, arms dangling, chin to chest, coming upright, and then bringing your arms out, goddess arms. So you want your elbows at shoulder height, palms facing forward, fingers spread really wide, and then join thumb and index finger. Now squeeze your shoulder blades behind you just a little bit and then sinking down. Now my feet are at the wrong angle. If yours are too, you'll need to adjust your feet so your knees are coming out over your ankles and sink down into your goddess pose. Lovely. Drop those hips as low as you can and hold here. And then lift one heel. Doesn't matter which one, lift the heel and hold. And release. Other heel lifts. Hold. And release. Drop the hips a bit further. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. I know, it's hard. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then lifting up, reaching the arms up, starfish. Stretch your arms, straighten the legs. Keep thumb and index finger joined as you come back down to your goddess. Inhale up, starfish pose. Exhale, goddess. One more time. Lifting up and sinking down. And then bring your hands to your thighs for a lovely, lovely twist. So thumbs in front, fingers behind. And just shift your weight forwards. If your neck's disappeared like this, push into your knees, lengthen the neck. And then turning to your left, push that right knee away as you twist to look over the left shoulder. Inhale to center. And turning to the right, push the left knee away as the bottom sinks down. Inhale to center, and then just moving slowly from one side to the other. And keep working on dropping your bottom down as low as it can go. Working your thighs and your hips here, but giving your back a really nice twist. And finishing on your right hand side. Coming back to the middle, bring hands to heart center. Now I have to bring my feet closer to come down to my squat, but if you know you can do it with really wide feet, feel free. And then dropping down to your squat pose, bringing the knees wide. Close your eyes for just a moment. Just let your hips sink down. Just really ease into this pose. I know it's strong around your hips and inner thighs, but try and relax. Try and relax all the muscles around the tops of your legs and into your hips. Holding here. And then bringing your hands behind you, lowering down. Oh, that feels good. And then extend your legs long and give them a nice bash, easing out around the hips. That should also feel really nice. And then bring your legs to a nice wide straddle pose. Try and get them as wide as you can. So hold onto your inner thighs and see if you can bring them even wider. And then bring your hands behind you, push into your hands and get your spine really nice and straight. Flex your toes in towards you. And then bringing your hands in front of you, just start creeping them forwards, come about halfway. And then we'll do our lovely swaying motion from side to side, and take your time. Because the more swaying you do, the lower you're going to be able to get, folding forwards from the hips. And then maybe walking your hands further away from you. And then maybe forearms to the mat. And maybe dropping chin to chest in a deep forward fold. Breathe through it. Relax the muscles around your hips and your legs. Try and let go. And just let the muscles lengthen with every exhale. Breathe through it. And then lifting your head and your elbows, walk your hands back in and bring your left foot to your right inner thigh. Draw yourself over that right leg, inhaling out and up, and exhale, folding forwards, taking hold of the foot, or use a strap. Inhale, lengthen to your spine, and exhale, fold. Nose coming down somewhere near that right knee. And just holding here on every inhale, lengthen your spine. Every exhale, folding a little bit deeper. Holding here. Lifting up your head. Put your right middle index finger and thumb around your right big toe. And then lifting the left arm up, opening up your chest. Pull yourself over that right thigh. And then left arm coming up and over as you fold forwards. Holding here. Keep the chest nice and open. Keep pulling that left shoulder back. And inhale yourself up and swap sides. Ooh. You may well feel this in your hips and upper thighs tomorrow. I suspect I will. And then turning your body towards that left leg, pull the left toes in. Inhaling out and up, and exhale, folding forwards, maybe with our little swaying movement, keeping your spine nice and long and folding over the left leg, nose to left knee. Breathing here. Keep pulling on the foot to lengthen the spine, and every exhale, folding deeper still. And then starting to lift your head. Left hand takes hold of the big toe. Right arm opens out as you look over to the right hand. And then pulling yourself long over that left leg. Right arm up and over, but keep the chest open. Holding here, breathing here. And bringing yourself up, bend that left knee, bring the soles of the feet together, and just give your knees a nice little waggle, releasing tension on the inner thighs. Holding here. And then take hold of your left foot, bring it outside your right thigh, getting ready for our twist. Left hand behind you, right arm either hugs the knee or bringing the elbow outside the knee. Inhale, length, pull that belly button up and in. And exhale, twisting, looking over the left shoulder. Holding here. Inhaling, length. And exhale, push the elbow against the knee if you want to deepen your twist. Hold and breathe. And then coming forwards, right hand takes left big toe, left leg extends, left arm behind you, looking over your left shoulder. Hold, breathe, and release it down. Bring your right foot outside the left knee, setting up for the other side. Right hand behind you, either hugging the knee or elbow outside. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen your spine. And exhale, twisting, looking over your right shoulder. Draw that belly button up and in. My belly gets in the way in a twist sometimes. So really squeeze your belly in and see if you can deepen your twist just a fraction more. Holding here, breathing here. And coming forwards, left hand takes right big toe, right leg extends, right arm behind you as you look over that right shoulder. Push that heel away from you. Really get that leg as straight as you can. Holding here. And then releasing it to the mat. Make sure you're about halfway down your mat. We're actually going to come to a shoulder stand. So you can either use furniture to push yourself up or momentum. But remember, do not turn your head in your shoulder stand. So rolling back, bring your knees to your face. Push your bottom up, coming right up on to the top of your shoulders. Walk your elbows in closer to each other, and then extending your legs up to the ceiling. And then bring your legs to a wide straddle. Just let them hang here. You don't have to flex your feet or do anything. Just let the legs come as wide as they want and hold. Close your eyes and just focus on keeping your hips up as high as they'll go, and letting the legs just stretch out as wide as they will go. Chins tucked to chest. Focus on your breath. And then flex the feet, pull the toes up. Slowly, slowly start to bring your legs up. Bend the knees, bring them to your nose. Use your hands as brakes. And slowly roll down your spine. Hug the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. A little rock from side to side, massaging your back. And then coming to your still pose. Bring the left foot to the mat and cross your right ankle over the left knee. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Right hand between your thighs meets left hand behind the thigh. Right elbow pushes against the right thigh as you pull the left knee in. So you're going to get a really lovely stretch around the hip, glutes, thighs, holding here. Try and relax the tops of the shoulders. And slowly release. Cross the legs the other way. Left ankle over right knee, lifting the right leg up, left hand between the legs, hold behind the thigh, and really push quite hard with your left elbow as you pull your right knee towards you to really get that deep stretch here. And it should feel good. Holding here, breathing here. Relax the tops of the shoulders. And slowly release. Bring the feet to the mat. Bring the knees and feet together. T-shape your arms. Drop the knees one way. Turn your head the other way. A brief twist before we settle down for our final relaxation. And then coming up through the center. Keep knees and feet together as they lower to the other side. Head turns in opposite direction. Breathing here. And then coming back to center. You can stay with the knees bent. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Let the knees drop in towards each other. Or extend your legs long in full Shavasana. Bring your arms closer to your sides, palms face up. Give your hips a little bit of a rock. Tuck your shoulder blades in and down underneath you. Close your eyes and just breathe. Relax your shoulders on every exhale. Deep, slow, equal length breath. And then very slowly starting to move your fingers, your toes. Extending your legs long if your feet are bent. And reaching your arms long overhead, take a full body stretch. Pull your toes in, push the heels away. Reach your arms as long as they will go. And then draw the knees into the chest for another squeeze, another hug, another little rock from side to side before rolling to one side, bringing yourselves up to your comfortable cross-legged seat pose. Hands at heart center. Just bringing the head down. Bring your fingertips to your forehead. Pause here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bowing forwards. And namaste. Thank you guys for joining me.